Hello, good evening, Mr. Ricky. My name is Budi Bayhaki, and I'm a student class of S5A. Now, I would like to give the material about global errors for my final exam. So, let's go. Teaching English speaking skill can be quite an amusing task at times. This happens when students, compelled to express their thoughts in a foreign language, make hilarious mistakes in their pronunciation or the use of vocabulary. So now we can go through to the material. Okay, and as we can see, this is the type of uh, local and global errors. Okay, just have a look on the picture and we will find the errors. Okay, so the errors are highlighted in red, such as the word facilitated in the grammatical. Local error which should be in the present tense and without the D ending. The corrected words are shown in green. For example, the wrong word order house future. In the global error should have been future house. Looking at the global errors, it can be seen that many of the incomprehensible words were due to pronunciation mistakes or inaccuracies. For example, the phonetic OU and UI sounds in the words house and build, respectively suffered from interlingual transfer errors and were pronounced in the Indonesian way, and so might have contributed to them not being understood by the listener. The words hobby and basketball, which were not comprehended by more than half of the listeners, may be due to errors in the suprasegmental features of the English language, such as the stress or the tone. The global errors in the grammatical domain were due to mistakes in the adjective, like hold and house future, a non-word order and erroneous usage of part of speech. The verb live should be used instead of noun life. For vocabulary, most of the failures to understand the words arose from acronyms in the language one, which is Bahasa Indonesia. Understandably, were foreign to the listeners, such as the words Mekah, Haji, and Madura. Lastly, the phrases that were not comprehended by the listeners might be due to the long sentence produced by the speakers, compounded with pronunciation or grammatical inaccuracies in one of the words in the phrase. So the listeners might have missed the entire phrase altogether. When considering the local errors, there were very few contributions from the field of pronunciation, vocabulary, and phrase. As for grammar, there were errors in the use of past tense marker of the ending D, plural marker ending S, the usage or missing conjunction, for, to, and so, and overusage of the continuous tense marker in. So, the conclusion is, this study set out to find the local and global errors committed in the English speech of Indonesian tertiary students through comprehensibility judgment of native and near-native speakers of English who were made to listen to the recording of those students and transcribe them. The purpose was to determine the type of global errors so as to highlight those aspects during teaching and to provide corrections when errors are made in order to consolidate the students' knowledge. The result showed that local errors were mostly made up of those aspects of grammar involving verb and noun inflection. Global errors, which hindered comprehension in the listeners, were due to phonological errors, pronunciation, prosody, and morphosyntactic errors in the aspect of word order and parts of speech. Explicit instructions on pronunciation in speaking lessons, as well as emphasis on those aspects of grammar that bring about global errors mentioned above, are the highly recommended to English teachers in Indonesia. So that's all from me. I hope you guys enjoy my video. So bye.